Hello. Here at the Renaissance, we're closed for the next few weeks per the governor's executive order banning gatherings over 100 people. So unfortunately, this beautiful room that we're standing in must remain empty. For all of us, this pandemic has totally disrupted our daily lives. We're now scared that we won't be able to buy toilet paper, because apparently that's a thing now. On the other end of the spectrum, we're scared for our livelihoods. Not-for-profit arts organizations across the country are all in danger. Our business model is to put as many people in the same room as possible, and that's just not sustainable during a pandemic. But we realized, what better way to help with these fears than the performing arts? Through the arts, you can face your fears and come out on the other side safely. Or, if you prefer, you can just plain forget your troubles altogether and watch good-looking people sing and dance. For this reason, we have partnered with local artists who have volunteered their time and their talents to help us all get through this. So even though we can't be in the same room together, we can all share the same experience. If you like these videos, consider giving back to the Ren. Donate if you're able. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be the Ren. Just look out for each other. Normally right now, we would have been calling places on this weekend's production. Instead, we're pleased to welcome the lead actors from Rock of Ages to sing selections from the show, accompanied by musical director Kelly Knowlton.
About it anymore. Yesterday's just a memory. Can we close the door? I just made one mistake. Oh, I didn't know what to say when you called me baby. Don't say goodnight. Say you're gonna stay forever. All the way. Can you take me high enough? Will you fly me over yesterday? Can you take me high enough? It's never over. I was running for the door. The next thing I remember, I was running back for more. Oh no, yeah. Don't say goodnight. Say you're gonna stay forever. All the way, yeah. Can you take me high enough? Won't you fly me over yesterday? Can you take me high enough? It's never over. Yesterday's just a memory. Yesterday's just a memory.
Thank you guys for singing that lovely song for us and being a part of these videos that we're trying to do. So how did you first get involved with the Renaissance, Ryan?
My story is actually kind of a funny story. Way back in 2013, I was actually doing a production here of The Nutcracker. And somebody said, oh, they're auditioning for Avenue Q, which was one of my favorite musicals at the time. So I signed up for auditions, and we had Tech Week of The Nutcracker. So we all come up here on stage and do class and warm up and stuff. And one of my instructors came up to me and she said, hey, how'd your audition go? And I freaked out a little bit And I was like, no, that's tomorrow. Trust me, it's tomorrow. And she said, no, you missed it. And I was like, no. It's my first big audition at this theater, and I missed it, and the director will never cast me in anything ever again. And I was distraught. So I ran downstairs into the new basement with my tights on and my ballet slippers, and I groveled so hard to Michael Thomas. And I was like, I'm so sorry, Michael. I thought it was tomorrow. I did. And he's like, well, I clearly did. I didn't have anything with me. I didn't have any music or sides to read. And he said, well, do you know anything from the show? And I said, I could sing Purpose, which was Princeton's song. He said, okay, well, I've got the book here. Let's sing from that. He put his video camera on, and we did the audition. I was like, I walked out of the audition after shaking his hand. I was like, he's not gonna cast me. I'm not casting anything ever in this theater. I made a fool of myself. And a couple of weeks later, he cast me as Princeton. And I was like, this is not real. This is crazy.
And how many shows have you done since then here?
Almost 30. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Matti-Lynn, when did you start doing stuff for the Wren?
I started doing stuff at the Wren actually about a year ago. I'd known about the Wren. I kind of grew up here every summer. I was part of the Miss Ohio Scholarship Program, so I got to be a part of all of that here at the Renaissance every year in June. But I'd never really been here throughout the year or seen any musical productions type things that you guys had done. But you guys were doing Mamma Mia, and that just happens to be one of my favorite musicals of all time. So I went to the audition and sang my heart out, and I was like, pick me, and I got the role of Sophie. And then ever since then, nobody's been able to get rid of me. So I'm just been pretty much in every show.
That's accurate. So guys, let me ask you, what is it about art, just in general, that people seem to gravitate towards during tough times like this? You know, we're all going through something as a country, and obviously organizations like ours are being affected, but everyone is affected. Why is it so important that art is front and center?
I think it provides us with that escape that is so needed, especially when we're facing something as a country, as a world, even when things look so bleak. The arts is a great escape from that, and in a way, it's also fulfilling and gives us more purpose, that we're creating, that we're entertained, we're bringing life to new characters, new music, new art. So I think that's really a lot of why it's so important.
Matti-Lynn, any thoughts?
I think you're able to say more with art than anybody really understands, and more than words can ever say. When you go to school for theater, you learn that when you can't talk anymore, you sing, and when you can't sing anymore, you dance. And that's why we have musicals, and singing tells a story, and movement tells a story, and there are just so many things that you can say in the arts that you can't say and you can't put into words in a normal conversation.
Now, the important question, what foods will we be stocking up on? You know, the grocery stores are very busy right now, so like what are you going for?
Well, we went to the grocery store today, actually, and they were fresh out of a lot of things, like eggs, yogurt, some other strange condiments, but they were fully stocked on pita bread and hummus. So I think pita bread and hummus might be the move.
Will get you through?
Yeah.
I think as long as I can still have Dr. Pepper, I think I'm really okay. So I stocked up on that.
That will survive an apocalypse. That's, yeah, absolutely.
Cockroaches and Dr. Pepper.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for doing this. And thank you all so much for joining us. If you enjoyed what you see, please consider donating. Go to our website, call the box office, or text donate 2020 to 55678. Only give what you're able. Remember, there are hundreds of nonprofits around the country who are going through the same thing that we are. So help them if you can, and help each other. Thank you so much.